مروا وكانوا قدوة للناس. هنا مروا وكانوا قادة أطهار. هنا مروا وكانوا قدوة للناس. هنا مروا وكانوا قادة أطهار. فيهم رقة الإحساس، فيهم جذوة الأحرار. فيهم رقة الإحساس، فيهم جذوة الأحرار. وفيهم جذوة الأحرار. هنا مروا خطاهم في الدجى نبراس. هنا مروا عطاهم طيب الآثار. وكانوا بين كل الناس هم السادات والأخيار. وكانوا بين كل الناس هم السادات والأخيار. هم السادات والأخيار. متى نصحو وقد دق الردى الأجراس؟ متى نصحو؟ متى يا أمة المليار؟ متى نصحو وقد دق الردى الأجراس؟ متى نصحو؟ متى يا أمة المليار تعود لصبحنا الأنفاس ونعلي راية المختار؟ تعود لصبحنا الأنفاس ونعلي راية المختار. ونعلي راية المختار. هنا مروا وكانوا قدوة للناس. هنا مروا وكانوا قادة أطهار. هنا مروا وكانوا قدوة للناس. هنا مروا وكانوا قادة أطهار. فيهم رقة الإحساس، فيهم جذوة الأحرار. فيهم رقة الإحساس، فيهم جذوة الأحرار. وفيهم جذوة الأحرار. هنا مروا نبراس. هنا مروا عطاهم طيب الآثار. وكانوا بين كل الناس هم السادات والأخيار. وكانوا بين كل الناس هم السادات والأخيار. هم السادات والأخيار. متى نصحو وقد دق الردى الأجراس؟ متى نصحو؟ متى يا أمة المليار؟ متى نصحو وقد دق الردى الأجراس؟ متى نصحو؟ متى يا أمة المليار تعود لصبحنا الأنفاس ونعلي راية المختار؟ تعود لصبحنا الأنفاس ونعلي راية المختار، ونعلي راية المختار. هنا مروا وكانوا قدوة للناس، هنا مروا وكانوا قادة أطهار، هنا مروا وكانوا قدوة للناس، هنا مروا وكانوا قادة أطهار. فيهم رقة الإحساس، فيهم جذوة الأحرار، فيهم رقة الإحساس، فيهم جذوة الأحرار، وفيهم جذوة الأحرار. هنا مروا جانب راس، هنا مروا عطاهم طيب الآثار، وكانوا بين كل الناس هم السادات والأخيار، وكانوا بين كل الناس هم السادات والأخيار، هم السادات والأخيار. متى نصحو وقد دق الردى الأجراس؟ متى نصحو؟ متى يا أمة المليار؟ متى نصحو وقد دق الردى الأجراس؟ متى نصحو؟ متى يا أمة المليار تعود لصبحنا الأنفاس ونعلي راية المختار؟ تعود لصبحنا الأنفاس ونعلي راية المختار، ونعلي راية المختار.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's game. Tonight we have No Life King versus Kevin Predator, and today I'm joined by, how do you pronounce your name, my dude? Joe?
It's right. Nice to meet you, everyone, once again.
Yeah, what do you think of tonight's players instead of draft before they make the draft?
I think tonight teams are one of the biggest teams in this tournament, and they have some really good players.
Definitely. I see that they have Anthony and Kaori. I think those two players were in Elevated Gods. We just got knocked out of the tournament, so I guess I did see how they play tonight. And
They have Akado is one really good player with so many matches. He doesn't sleep this match.
definitely, and I see that they banned the Louis. I'm not so sure who specifically they're targeting, but that is an interesting ban so far. But it does leave the Nolan open, but maybe they're not afraid of the Nolan players on their side.
I think, as we have seen before, Nolan wasn't banned in most matches, but nobody still picked him.
The thing is, maybe it's because of the late game. I think they're worried that he'll become a liability late game wise, but he is still open. I wonder if they're gonna pick it or they're gonna go for the Benedetta, which I know that S2 usually plays the Benedetta, but he also plays Sicilian. I'm interested to see what they go. That is the Nolan.
They did pick Nolan, but I'm more afraid of that Guinevere if they pick her. As we have seen with Mavericks, they picked her both matches and she dominated the entire match.
Definitely, and I see also they're circling down the Popo here, which is something that you usually don't see a lot, but they might actually go for it. Also, it also a bit difficult for Nolan to get to the backline if Popo has that dog in front of him, but they end up going for long on Akado and Kaori on Lunox, which are very comfortable picks for them. And yeah,
I think really good picks because Lunox can really counter Nolan with her light form, and with her dark form, she can use it after he uses all his power. That's going to be a great pick in this match, especially against Lapo as well, as we can see.
Oh, there's the Guinevere. I think she might be going either XP here. I think it's XP, Gwen, or Rome. No, they actually don't pick it. So they go for the Paquito instead.
I think that's a better choice because against Yuzong, you will need someone that can move really fast. Guinevere can jump, but then she won't have enough damage to deal on the enemies, and she won't have her stun.
Definitely, and I think that Roger's also a pretty good pick here. It's just that I think maybe they opted for more. I wonder what Roma they're gonna go for. They still haven't shown the marksman, but I think Commander Senju plays Popo. Not Popo, rather, he plays Brody. But I wonder if he's actually gonna pick it in this game.
I think it would be a good pick, but not the best. We will see about that.
Yeah, I do like the Farmers pick though. You kept saying that. I mean, teams usually don't pick Farmers in this server, but Farmers is a pretty decent pick overall, and allows your team to not get bursted down.
I think especially in this match, the farmers are kind of equal because Roger can kill Nolan and Nolan can kill Roger if you think it right.
Mm-hmm. I see they're banning the Diggy. Maybe they're gonna go for a set tank on the side of No Life King. I think Minotaur is still open and Lolita. Silver not. I don't think they'll pick Lolita obviously, but I think they might be going for a set hero that they can utilize to make saves with the Roger.
I would like to see something out of the box, like something we have never seen before. Something that could go good with the Roger, but it's something different that isn't meta, isn't used much, but still they would pick it just to show us that they can
it could be a Tigro here. I think it might be a Tig because they did ban the Diggy. Maybe it might be a Tig, but I haven't really seen. No, they went for the Kufra.
I guess.
Kufra works for the Paquito a bit and Nolan a bit. I mean it is something we usually see a lot, but like not a terrible pick overall. Yeah, again we have Marksman and Rome on this side, so he is gonna pick up the Atlas.
The Atlas right here. Atlas is gonna be a really big counter this match if he knows how to use his second skill against the Kufra, which I think he of course
proof that I'm still alive.
Definitely, and then there's the Brody picked up on the side of HP. Yeah, Heaven's Predators. We do see the Ixia though. Ixia will be having a fun time late game.
She's gonna be enjoying this match from long range. Even the enemies have some blink skills, but she's gonna be dominating with a flicker especially.
Oh, but they're going for the Clint?
Oh, Clint. They go for Clint. I don't think Clint is a really good pick right here. He's gonna be destroyed if that's how we can say it.
Yeah, I would have loved the Ixia because she could just stand like long distance and allow them to fight it out and basically, get those kills late game. But maybe they opted for the Clint because of like comfort, maybe.
What Ixia can do right here is remove the effect of Faramis ult for the rest of the team to deal their actual damage. But with Clint, you can't really do that unless it's one enemy against you.
Definitely. I think maybe they went. There isn't really mastery on Nolan. I'm assuming that doesn't really affect the gameplay, of course. But like,
really good picks from both teams, and I think both are gonna do great and give us a really good thing to watch.
I think both of them. Yeah, I think they're gonna have a good time. I'm interested to see the Paquito versus Yuzong in XP lane. How that goes. Yeah, all the best to both teams. Gonna give it up to Sip and Fluffy as far as I know. And we'll catch you guys in the mid of the, after the game.
Well,
see you guys.
Good luck, Bobo.
Well, thank you, Nigel. Well, I think I guess it might just be me by myself then, because I think Fluffy's not available at the moment. I was hoping maybe that Nigel was gonna join me in this commentary this game, but I think it's gonna just have to be me, unless Shaib finally decides to join me in the commentary.
Me as well. I don't mind that.
Okay,
I'm excited for this.
Oh, okay. I mean, you said you wouldn't be able to commentate this game, but okay, it's good. I'm happy to have you here if you're able to do that.
Thank you very much. Of course I can. As we can see, Nolan is jungling the usual.
Oh yes, yeah. No, I mean the blue buff is so valuable for him. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Quite a brawl in the mid lane right now. We're gonna see. Oh, Faramis wants to bring them back, and Nolan's in position to try and get first blood, but with the flicker coming from Kaori, he's just gonna be fine. Yeah, it was very, very close. Yeah. I mean, Little Wanderer gonna be taken out. Yeah. Little Wonder will be taken out quite quickly by Powtato. Okay, that's the name.
I would just say Paquito at this point.
Yeah, we got 2 Paquitas in the game, 1 for each team. But anyway, let's see Kufra scouting out the jungle a little bit for his team. Oh, he wants to go in with the Lunox. He might have enough damage to maybe blow up the Faramis, but it's gonna be a hard kill, unfortunately. I think he still does have the flicker to work with. Oh, but Roger inside as well, but Atlas will make a swift escape.
I think flickers are gonna change this game by far, because it's really needed in this match, especially against all those heroes that can blink easily.
Oh yeah. Kufra actually in a bit of danger here. He's gonna get taken up by the fracture coming out from Nolan, but the Roger, he wants to clean up the kill as well. He's gonna get the Atlas in return, and NLK actually ahead in gold after that whole trade.
Great comeback, I guess, with this trade.
Okay.
Now they're gonna contest the turtle, I see.
Ooh, Yuzong. Yeah, I mean, Turtle's gonna spawn in about a few seconds. There he is. The Turtle is up, and Nolan and Roger are both in the area. Roger is probably gonna reach level 5 after getting this crab, though. So a bit of an advantage.
Yuzong is about to get to level 4.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a big turtle fight for for NLK. They have, excuse me, they have all the cooldowns ready to, and all the ultis ready to use. Atlas in a bit of danger, but he's gonna be fine for now. He's level 3 though. He doesn't have his ulti to work with. The Fatal Links. Is that actually? Oh, actually, they get the Lunox before the turtle fight even starts.
Something that there is crazy.
Yeah, that was a bit early, I must agree. But the Atlas, he falls in the end. Paquito, he wants to try and fight as well, but he's gonna get controlled up. Does have the dash out though.
Oh, Paquito is out there. I think Roger should take the turtle instead of taking the buff, but he's not going for it, I guess.
Ooh,
because he's low on mana and he needs to take the buff.
Yeah, I think it is about that. But he's gonna get reach level 6 after this turtle. That's pretty huge, especially since the Nolan's still level 5.
Exactly, and I think Kufra invading board lane is a really bad move, especially that you need this turtle against a Nolan. That you didn't ban.
But yeah, I mean, NLK, they just give the turtle away. A bit of an interesting move. I think it must just be part of their game plan.
Brody is playing it really good right there, safe and clean, as we can see.
Yeah, he's got 4 people on his tail here, so he needs to be very careful. Really they actually catch someone in the bush. They actually catch the Faris even before he can get the nail off. Yeah, that was beautiful initiation by this Kufra. The Netherrealm from Faramis was on cooldown at that time as well, so they caught him at the perfect moment.
Prediction on 1000 right there. Amazing moment.
Paquito clearing up the Little Wanderer in mid so far, but oh, actually, top lane, they do have the Fatal Links to work with. This Atlas wants to go in, but oh, he's gonna
rocking right there, going for the ult, but missing it on every chance he gets.
Oh yeah, Netherrealm actually comes out. It's a bit early, I think, and he gets completely blown up. He's gonna get a double kill for a Lunox right now, and actually the bottom lane, Yuzong as well gets a kill. They want to dive the Brody on top of this as well. They don't have the Tyrant's Raid to work with at the moment. The flicker, it's going to keep him alive for just a little bit longer, but it's going to be killing spree for this Roger.
They are dominating all the lanes. That's crazy. Yuzong still on full HP and he killed the Potato. Took him down easily.
And the Lunox commits the Chaos ulti there, but swift escape coming out from the snow.
Rotating right there, as we can see. He's gonna give us a really beautiful team fight if he makes it on time.
Doesn't have the Black Dragon form to work with though. And Kufra once again looking to go in, but NLK playing it a bit safe right now at least. Oh, there it is. Initiation onto the Atlas.
Right there is all alone, and he's taken down. His teammates aren't really gonna make it for the total, I think, unless Nolan goes back. I don't think he's gonna do that.
No, not at all. Clint's actually getting harassed out by Brody in the top lane. Needs to reset. But here we go. Turtle should be quite easy for the side of NLK. Potato wanted to go in and try and steal that, but absolutely no chance. He was by himself, so it wasn't worth the risk. But he's keeping up relatively well with this Rogers, who's had a huge advantage this whole game. It's just about a half a level difference.
I like their beautiful team play. It's really organized and they are moving together. Even the Clint is all alone, but they are not letting Brody teammates invade at all.
So we're gonna
as
see.
you can see, they're gonna contest the blue buff as well.
Oh, the Cooper should be able to go in there. Actually, he hits a stun onto the Nolan, but the fracture keeps him safe at the moment. NetherRealm committed as well. The Brody, he's running in from the gold lane right now, and the Atlas has used the Fatal Links already, so he doesn't have that available. Oh, actually, Brody's gonna get taken out by Roger there. Even commits Torn Pop Memory and still doesn't get the kill. Kufra goes in. Oh, it's a good knockup from Kufi. He's controlling the front line so beautifully well. The Roger wants to dive in as well. He was going to try and get the Atlas, but he's a bit too tanky and he'll get nice and safe underneath his own tower.
Kufa right there is doing a really great job. He's pulling with the ults, with the flickers, with everything on point.
Oh yeah, he's making all the plays as well. He's initiating these team fights beautifully. And a really good, I don't know what the ball is called, the bouncy ball. He's controlling the Nolan up, forcing him to use that fracture really early so that he can't get any sort of solo kills.
I think the Paquito right here was a really bad pick because Guinevere was opened and you already almost picked her. Why did you switch to Paquito when he is countered perfectly by the Kufa? I don't think the Kufa was already picked, but I don't know, should have thought more about that. As we can tell, Yuzong is easily taking him in lane. And this Roger is really comfortable between all lane.
Kufa once and again forces the flicker out from this mid laner of Heaven's Predator. Boy Wonder on his Faramis does have the NetherRealm to work with the next team fight, but the turtle, it spawns, and Roger should be able to get this basically for free. Actually, they're going to cast a Nolan here. Forced to use the fracture once again. With the cooldown nerf to fracture, it's actually quite a significant ult cooldown for Nolan.
I think right now what they need to do is gather and count on that Faramis ult, because this Kufa is holding the front line really good, that they can't even survive the enemy damage. As we can see again,
there it is.
Doing really good ult.
They do have the NetherRealm to work with though at the moment. The Fatal Links is available as well with the flicker, so maybe this Atlas can get a good initiation. But NLK just a bit too menacing, and Atlas decides not to go in at that certain time.
That's a good decision, if you ask me.
Okay.
Because he needs to go from the side, not from the front, especially with this Kufa just holding everything back.
Oh, there it is. He's actually going to get caught. Roger's damage is a bit too much. They just have him. He went on in not the biggest amount of HP anyway, and just now Heaven's Predator's team fight is it's non-existent without this Atlas.
Both Lunox and Roger can really deal some huge damage if you have a front line for them, and this is what I'm seeing right now. I think this match is half decided right now because their damage is crazy.
There it is. The Tyrant's Rage on top onto 2. The NetherRealm is going to try and keep them alive just for a little bit longer, but there's the Fatal Links. It's actually onto the tower. Oh, really great ulti coming in from Atlas, and they actually get the Clint as well.
That was a nice ulti.
Straight into the tower as well, so it made all the difference when trying to make up for any sort of damage that you don't have, being this far behind in gold.
I think if they take their time with this match, they're gonna win, because Nolan isn't really able to show up right now much because it's still not decided.
Yeah, I mean, even if Nolan is quite an early game hero, he's not going to be early game if he doesn't have enough gold to back it up. If you're looking at his net worth, he's so incredibly poor, as with the rest of his team. So they need to just bang on through this Brody, and hopefully he'll carry them through this late game. Not that Brody's the most well-known late game marksman, but he's still not that bad. So they need to just stick together and try and get a really good Fatal Links, and hopefully they can take this high ground. As for NLK, excuse me, they're gonna go for the Lord that initiates so far on the Khufra, but it's just a zoning initiation.
Khufra once again zoning the enemies out easily with no effort because they are really low on gold. They can't even invade the Lord because it's a tough one. I think the best decision right now is to go back, defend, and maybe bait the Khufra into diving the turret. Because if you take him down, his teammates are really vulnerable, not considering that they have a Yuzong. I haven't really seen the Yuzong show up.
No, not really.
Much this match.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really seen it, yeah, because the team fights have been so incredibly short that the Black Dragon really didn't have enough time to sort of come in and give its impact. I don't think I remember any Black Dragons, yeah. But
that's something we see every day, especially in 11 minutes.
Yeah, but I think it's just because NLK is controlling the team fight so well that they probably don't need to commit it most of the times. Interestingly enough, he goes for the Bloodlust Axe on his Yuzong as well. I haven't seen that in like years. Anyway, Lord gonna get taken out swiftly by the side of Heaven's Predator here, although it's not dying as fast as they'd like it.
I want to see the Khufra do something right here.
Oh, he can, but it's a bit difficult to dive when you know that the Fatal Links are still a threat.
Yeah, if he falls for that bait, the match is gonna be almost over for him because they will push back easily if he dies.
Okay. Bit of patience coming in from NLK. They want to sort of chill out a little bit and play the long game, because once you lock the enemy into the base, you have access not only to the lanes but to the jungle as well. So if you hold the enemies in a chokehold like this, it just it'll just make the goal difference even bigger and even bigger.
Exactly.
But Nolan, without his blue buff, unfortunately, he's just gonna have to deal with a red. But Nolan,
I don't think he needs the blue buff at this point, because if he tries and take it even, he is gonna lose the team fight.
Yeah.
So just play it safe, stay back, and just count on the turrets and your teammates. You don't really have to show up at this time of the game, especially with Nolan, since he's an early game hero.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, in that game he does get blown up a bit too fast. Especially against the likes of a Lunox and a Clint in that sort of late game situation. He needs to be so careful. And they have lots of flickers. I mean, flicker's probably the best spell to counter Nolan. If he misses those rifts, not only does he leave himself vulnerable, but he has less energy because he hasn't gained any back from hitting him. So not
explosive damage is gonna just melt the Nolan, but I think the Brody right now is their best like option to win this match. And mentioning names, I think his name is pronounced Potato. Okay. Not yeah, that's a beautiful way to write it.
Potato. Okay, I see. I mean, he's gonna go for the Malefic Roar. I think that's probably necessary since most of NLK is actually building a little bit of defense. Even this Clint. What the hell is this Clint built? I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. First item in T-Kuras. Basically,
I think he's just playing really safe at this point that we don't want to see it even. And that's too safe.
I would argue that is a bit too safe. I mean, he just says, no, I don't want to die to Nolan at any point in this game. He doesn't. He still has a death on his name, but I think he's probably just going for a little bit of true damage sort of strats. He's just gonna be playing for those long fights where he can utilize the passive of both Thunderbolt and Endless Battle multiple times. But the problem is, and for that, is that the fights have just been so short. So I'm not too sure how I feel about it.
I mean, if his teammates have the percentage damage, have the HP, have the front line, the Lunox right there can melt anything. I don't think building tank on Clint is a bad choice. Yeah. He just won't die even if they attack him at once. I don't know. This is something new. As I said, we want to see such things in this tournament because it shows you that you can show variation in any hero.
Okay, here we go. This is Enhancelord going to charge the tower. Absolutely no chance of living through that one, unfortunately. Oh, the Paquito actually gets caught out. He has to flicker out as well. The Netherrealm, it's in. And the Fatal Lynx is actually on to no one. The other tower is destroyed in the top lane. And a really good knockup from Yu Zhong. I think this game just might be over.
It is over. Yu Zhong right there with a beautiful ult, beautiful jump, beautiful everything. Finally, he showed up, and he showed up nicely. This team fight was an ending, and it was a great one.
Oh, that was a great team fight coming out from NLK, securing their lead very, very stoically and dominantly. I mean, this Paquito just struggled the whole game. Has 0-2 and 0. They zoned him so beautifully well, and his Kufra pick was absolutely vital.
Really great right there.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, I think that's back to Bayern Crusher, who is currently not in the VC. Fluffy, I don't know how you're doing with your driving, but looks like we're going to have to go back to a panel. I might need to join the panel as well.
It looks like we are going at it again.
I am here. I am actually logging in currently.
Oh, cool. Okay, are you back home now? Yeah, Fluffy was driving, so you couldn't join us for the first game. But yeah, that game was pretty intense. I think the side of Previn's Predator did get quite overwhelmed in terms of the draft specifically, I think. They sort of just got outplayed and in lanes too, which made just the game impossible for them to play during the mid-game and onwards.
I can't wait to see their picks on the second match. Are they playing a second one?
Yeah. We're playing a second game here. The game will be up to best of 3, so if NLK win another, they will win the series and advance to the upper bracket. The losers will be going against Enigma 9. I mean, the winners, excuse me, will be going against Enigma 9 in the upper brackets, and I'm not sure about what's the situation with the losers bracket.
I think the losers are going to be eliminated. Are they?
Is this the lower bracket? I don't think so. No, this is the upper bracket right now.
We will see about that after this second match and when Jake comes into the voice chat.
The loser will be up against Phoenix in the lower bracket.
Phoenix, okay. Sure. And then, okay, yeah. That would make sense. But anyway, yeah, I think I will leave the panel to Shaib and Fluffy, I believe. Unless Nigel comes back. Doesn't look like it. So yeah, to the panel.
All right, we are good to go.
Okay, yeah. I didn't see much of the first game, so can't wait to get into the second.
The first game basically was one of both teams just dominating easily with the Kufra. He was countering the Paquito, the Atlas, and the I think the Brody was countered as well easily with the Kufra, especially with his jumps. So I want to see some Kufra ban this match if they want to win.
Yeah, Kufra's such a great hero. So I just want to know who did win the first game. I did miss that as well. Sorry, guys, I was
don't really know the names, so don't ask me any names. Let me see YouTube.
Oh well, but yeah, just waiting to get into the second game here. Yeah, and it looks like we're in. So you said definitely a Kufra ban. You hope for Kufra ban coming out? I definitely
if
think
they don't ban Kufra, it's gonna be a second lose for them unless they pick heroes that don't count on Blink. Because the last match, if the Kufra wasn't there, they would have lost 100%. He was holding that front line beautifully and zoning out on Lord, especially that Atlas. He couldn't do anything except for one good ult inside the turret, and it failed.
3,000.
Yeah, Kufra is
same bans as so far.
Not a single.
The Loi Yi ban is kind of interesting. I don't know if you know, I've talked about it. It's not something we see a lot.
They banned her last match and this match. I think she's really good in 5-man team plays because she can teleport
on the way.
and win the team fight if you can't predict her easily.
Yeah, definitely. very strong hero, and especially with a Lord fight, it's a great hero to catch the enemy off guard. I like the Mathilda ban. You see the Angela ban as well?
I think so far they are the same bans, which is surprising, and the same first pick. That's something we don't see every day. I think they want to go at it again.
Yes, but yeah, this Nolan is just so strong. I think if you don't first pick it and give it to the enemy, you do have a disadvantage. I still think he's a bit stronger than he should be. Maybe a nerf coming up soon for him.
I mean, we have seen him not picked at all in the past matches. Even he was open, as I said in the past match. But in this match, I want to see a Guinevere, because last match she was the only node missing in their team. So come on, Guinevere. Terizla is a really nice pick right here because he's tanky and can hold a Nolan, of course.
Yes, I like the Terizla a lot. Valentina,
it is surprising. For who? But we will see, maybe.
Yeah, I agree with you there. The Valentina's a bit early for me. Very great mage in my opinion. But if you don't know what you're going to pick or what the enemy is going to pick, it's a bit early for me.
Exactly. She's gonna become either worse and worse or better and better. We will see when the enemy is picked. So far, she's getting worse because I don't know, Alice, Leomord, and Nolan. That's a really bad pick right there on the second slot. I don't know. I think they should have waited a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't see the Leomord playing very good into the Terizla. I just see the Terizla winning the matchup throughout the entire game. Going for the Kufra. Yeah. I think this Kufra is a very good pick. But I would like to see a Guinevere Rome coming through.
I think we will see something else right here because against the Kufra, I don't know. I think they need something much stronger, especially not an Atlas. Maybe a Minotaur would do them good right here, or some supporter. I don't know, because they are really tanky. The Alice, the Leomord, and the Nolan are really good if you let them hold the front line.
What do you think about a Digi pick, maybe from their side? It does counter the Atlas quite well, but it does give the Valentina a great ult.
You mean the Kufra?
Yeah,
so,
sorry, the Kufra.
I think a Digi would be good, but they will still need more tanky heroes, not less tanky heroes, because the enemies won't give you a really short team fight. They have so much HP, so much defense, and they can copy your ult. This is not something you want.
Yes, I totally agree with you there. Oh, but we see the Gwen.
That's making it harder and harder. I think this match is half decided so far.
Diggy is my name.
This lineup is crazy. It's a lineup that you can't lose with. Even the Valentina is a bad pick. Actually, never mind. They win Diggy and the Valentina is right there.
Yeah, the Diggy ult, they don't have a lot of CC. Yeah, on the side of Nolan.
She's going to be giving a shield right there. And she's going to be... I don't know, this match is decided for me because those picks, I don't think they can lose even.
Yeah, it's a bit
about that.
Yeah. I wonder what the last...
Maybe they can still go out of this and win. We will never know because the last match we saw some surprising picks, but still we saw a tanky Clint right there, which is something we don't see every day, and maybe right now we will see something new as well, and they can make it work if they play as a team and make it organized.
Yes, I agree with you there. I have to say the Lunox gold lane is quite interesting for me. It's something I haven't really seen a lot in the current meta being played.
I am really worried for them because their enemies look really scary. I wouldn't go up against them.
Yeah. Well, so I think your mind is made up on the draft on which side you think will take it. I have to agree with you here. Sorry, guys, I still can't remember the names of the two teams playing. Sepp will probably...
I think the Kufra pick right here isn't really the best because Digi countered it, but I still think their team is going to win because they have everything. Front line, damage, defense, everything. And now we will wish best of luck to both teams. And I don't know who's commentating, but I will leave it to them.
Okay, no. Thanks, Shaib. It'll just be me and Fluffy here. Yeah, so the teams are No Life King versus Heaven's Predator. That would be No Life King on the blue side and Heaven's Predator on the red of this game. Talking about the draft a little bit, I think I have to strongly disagree with Shaib here. I think the Diggy is going to be really nice versus the Gwen and the Kufra and the Terizla. You know, there's just so much to purify with the ults, as well as these two purifies coming out as well from the Leomord and Diggy, surprisingly, with the purify. On top of that, so they're not going to be stunned up at all. And this Valentina, when she steals the Diggy ult, I mean, what are you trying to purify? There's not too much stun coming out from the side of No Life King, so I think the damage should overwhelm them at some point. But we'll just have to see how the lane goes. I do like their draft in general. It does make a lot of sense, though. I just think that with all the CC immunity coming out from Diggy and all these purifiers, I think it's going to be just fine.
Looks like maybe a gank here at bot.
Oh, yeah.
They decide to disengage. What do you think about this Lunox versus Beatrix match?
Look at that. Oh, just excuse me while we look at this damage coming in on the Gwen. It's just overwhelmed her, and she's going to get completely blown up. Okay, oh, actually, that's going to be a double kill for the Leomord. Make that a triple. Surprisingly, this EXP lane, this Leomord. No, excuse me, that's not even an EXP lane. Is this a mid lane? No. Gold lane? Well, I'm confused.
I think this is... I don't have the Diggy. Okay, the Diggy is a rogue. So this is a mid lane Leomord.
Yeah, okay, I guess that's something we haven't noticed yet. And here's this mid lane Leomord just up here getting a triple kill. So it's... not sure how to feel about that, but it's working.
Yeah, I think with that... It's not something we've really seen before, but it's working out quite well for him, because the Leomord does have that high damage in the early.
And has that wave clear as well, so you can clear up the lanes really beautifully and get the ulti on the side lanes at some point. So I think I'm quite a fan of it, especially in a game like this.
Yes, especially. We'll see how it goes for them late, but they do have the Alice, which does have magic damage to help them. Really good draft coming out from here. Something that we've never seen really before. Looks like the Knowledge should get the turtle for free.
Oh yeah, pretty free turtle. But they want to chase a little bit, but I don't think they can go much further. Oh, Alice, maybe thinking about going in, but no, it's going to be a bit difficult, especially when the Kufra is almost level 4. But they do have the Diggy ultimate to work with as well. From Valentina, she has stolen it. But they want to raid the blue buff here. Kufra going in here, only stuns the blue buff up. And oh, there we go. The time journey coming out from Diggy with the penalty zone. It's going to be completely nullified. Make a kill for this Leomord. And an additional kill coming out from Anthony on his Nolan. And they're maybe going to get the kill underneath the tower. No, living on barely any HP. And NLK being so aggressive.
Yeah, fantastic early game coming out from them here. This Gwen just struggling so much. Maybe in a bit of trouble. The Leomord is chasing.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, at 1 HP. Gets up.
And that Kufra blocks the Diggy bomb. So, yeah, I mean, okay, I think they want to maybe think about going on to this Benedetta. Doesn't have the horse, though, to work with. But NLK, just hugely aggressive plays. And it's paying off. They're 5-0. Right now, and Gwen misses out the spatial migration onto this Alice, and she's going to be basically fine. She's out of mana though. She's going to have to use the ult to get out. But oh, there it is. They're going to see the horse.
Oh, it's just the Beatrix falls.
Just completely falls by this onslaught of damage coming out from NLK. She's not going to be able to live through anything. She had the flicker available, but I don't think she committed it because she knew she was just dead.
Yeah. Extremely early game draft coming out from the side of NLK. I do think if the side of Heaven Predators can maybe get this to go to the late game, this Beatrix does definitely scale a bit better than the Lunox for me.
Oh yeah, they're talking about NLK's draft. Yeah, they don't really have a marksman to work with for that late game sort of scaling.
Oh, and the Kufra, what's that off?
Oh my god. The time journey is just doing so much work against this tons and tons of CC. We're going to see Nolan taking out the Kufra quite swiftly. The Valentina has the Diggy ultimate, but I don't think it's going to be working it's not going to be useful at this current time. Gwen pops in. Actually, finally gets someone, but then okay, they want to keep going with this Leomord. The pull back, maybe it's gonna be enough, but no. They lose one on NLK, but again, I think that's still a winning fight for them.
Yes, I definitely winning fight for them. It looks like they might get the top turret or bottom turret as well. Sorry. Lunox pushing quite hard. Maybe the Beatrix comes back just in time to save it.
Oh, she wants it.
But yeah, no damage from the side of Heaven's Predator so far. I saw 3 ults committed there, all landing on almost every member, but
yeah,
only the Alice falling.
Yeah, that's my problem with Heaven's Predator's draft a bit, is that they do have all the CC in the world, but as soon as Diggy ult is there, they have no damage. Especially since they'll be able to fight back on top of it as well, because they're not stunned. It's just... I just think it's impossible to play versus this Diggy. Even the Valentina is not going to do much. Oh, we're going to see the Spatial Migration. It's on top. It's actually not going to... the Valor Requiem is not going to come out. It's only going to come out way too late. And they didn't even need to commit Time Journey for that.
I think this Valentina might be in trouble here as well. If the Diggy does catch her.
Okay, she gets pulled back into the Leomord, and the Diggy ultimate is popped by her. She's going to be safe. Airstrike from Beatrix actually does a decent chunk of damage, but the Diggy is just being such an annoying little bird for Heaven's Predator to deal with.
Yeah, having such a great game. This Diggy definitely making such a big difference for the side of NLK.
Lunox committing in a little bit, but it's going to be nice and safe from Miss Beatrix with the dash out.
They should definitely get the bot turret here in a great position. Does look like Heaven's Predators is going to maybe try and set up a gank of their own. But the Diggy does catch out the Kufra with the bomb.
Okay, looks like NLK wants to start a fight here. The Nolan will go in, but the bouncy ball is going to keep him safe with that extra defense. Okay, Spatial Migration to get out. But this Valentina, she's getting cornered, and she's going to emote while she just gets taken out completely. And Nolan wants to do some more damage. It's on the Terizla though, so he's going to be not the easiest target to kill. But just these penalty zones have been so good, but they've done absolutely nothing because of the Diggy ult.
Yeah, at this stage, I maybe think go in with the penalty zone a bit earlier and let the Kufra straight back, so you can maybe get an ult after the Diggy has committed.
Yeah, it needs to be laid like that. Yeah, or the other way around. It could be either or, but it needs to come out. They need to bait out this Time Journey, otherwise they won't be able to do anything in these team fights.
Yeah, but the Diggy has been waiting so well with it. He's not using it too early. He's been playing such a great game for me so far. First Lord coming up. Looks like the side of NLK, the Nolan, is going to start it maybe. Yes, it does. I don't think this is contestable for the side of Heaven's Predators.
No, they'll back off. Then they're not going to be able to do anything for this Lord. As Nolan chaining his rifts beautifully, making sure the Lord falls ever so fast. And Heaven's Predators locked in their base. They're not going to be able to move out much. I mean, they're trying to defend the middle tower, but it's going to fall so quickly once NLK just group up and take another good team fight for themselves. It's 10-1 right now, in fact.
Yeah, and the economy is almost at 10k, and we haven't even reached minute 9 yet. In fact, it is 10k.
Oh man, just about.
Yeah.
And that's about 3 Blade of Despair's worth of money that they're behind from. That's crazy, actually, for a 9-minute game.
Yeah, definitely. I think the side of NLK should maybe try and push this. I do think they do have the Alice, which is strong late game. But I have a feeling that most of the heroes do fall off a bit more than the side of Heaven's Predators. The Beatrix does get the BOD for herself, so her damage should increase by quite a lot.
Maybe looking in, yeah, Alice straight away into the backlines of Heaven's Predator here. She has the ability to keep herself a bit more alive. I think she's doing a really good job of distracting Heaven's Predator. Oh, but Lunox!
This Lunox is low!
Oh, she's actually going to get taken out! And I think that was a bit of too much of a dive coming out from NLK, that the towers were doing the damage for them.
Yeah, and a winning fight for them. And they didn't even lose one inhibitor turret so far. Very good base defense coming out from the side of Heaven's Predators here.
Valentina actually takes the Diggy ultimate once again. I don't think there's probably not a better ult for her to take in this game. It's just maybe how does Lunox ult work if you use the Dark ulti? Does it give you the Chaos Assault or?
No, you can't use a Dark ulti. You only get the Light Brilliance, but it is a great escape skill.
True.
And it does deal a decent amount of damage.
Because yeah, that's all that I have, and that's all that HP is dealing with. Is just they don't have any damage to follow up on these big CC ultimates, and even when they get the big CC ultimate, it's countered by Diggy.
Yeah, and every time the Valentina has used the Diggy ultimate, it was just to get herself out. It hasn't really benefited her team at all.
Mm-hmm. Let's see the flare coming out from Evan's Predator there to scout out some positions, but so far it's that chokehold, just the same as the last game. And Diggy is preparing up a nuke here on the side. Wait, he wants that Beatrix to come and walk a bit too far, but the Charizla with his passive will take the brunt of the damage.
Looks like they are trying to push in this bot turret.
Oh, there it is.
They should probably get it.
Oh, spatial migration. Onto Diggy. They're trying to bait out the ultimate. There it is. Okay, it's Clifford's time now, as well as the Charizla. There's the penalty zone. Maybe onto 1 or 2, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And double kill for... Oh, there's the time journey of Valentina's. But at this point, the damage has been dealt. They don't have minions to work with at the moment, but it'll be there soon. Maybe they want to try and end it from the side here. It's not going to be easy. I think Beatrix should have enough wave clear to sort of deal with this. Yeah, it looks like it'll fall.
Yeah, she does have her ultimate up. I think the side of the NLK should maybe just back off, take the Lord for now. Looks like they are going to.
Yeah. Yeah, the Lord will be nice and easy, and even without the blue buff. This Nolan will take the Lord ever so quickly. And some recall action from Heaven's Predator there. Just by themselves in the top. But yeah, I think Heaven's Predator, they really need to just bring themselves together. Do that play where they go for the spatial migration onto the Diggy, and and don't commit the Violet Requiem. Just make sure that that time journey is just so annoying. They need to bait it out.
Yes, it's so strong against, especially against a comp like this that Heaven's Predators had. I actually thought Heaven's Predators would do a lot better in the early game. I knew, but I didn't surprise. I'm quite surprised with how NLK has done this. The synergy has just been perfect. This Diggy is playing such a great game for me.
Yeah.
You can see even with the last team fight, the time journey came out at the exact time. Even after everything was committed, he still waited a bit just to make sure.
Mm-hmm. The patience on him is, yeah, it's pretty nuts. I think NLK might be able to end this game. They're gonna go look for the final fight here. But okay, there's Kufa, he's inside. But both time journeys committed at the exact same time. The penalty zone, it's not gonna be enough. Monster kill for this Nolan and a godlike for the Leomord. And the game has finished.
Yeah, and Richard goes to the side of NLK. I don't know who won the first one. Is it a 1-1?
No. That is in fact a 2-0, my friend. That is just an unfortunate fight by Heaven's Predator. I'll have to swiftly pass it back to Shaib here to do the panel while I try and ask the teams if they would like to maybe do an interview.
I mean,
Shahid,
what can I say about this match? That was crazy to me because those picks they had, they can't lose with. But you know what they say, if you are good, you are good. This team formation wasn't the best, and they had 2 Purifies, the third with Diggy. They still managed to win just because they played it good. From early game to mid game to late game, they dominated every part of the game. That was really good to see, and they will play with Enigma 9, I think, next match. They did really good this match.
Shahid, what's your opinion about this Leo mode mid happening here?
I think the Leo mode invading in early game to mid game to late game, I thought he will be useless, to be honest, this match. But what he did was crazy to me because he managed to get all those kills in early game and still make it up in the late game. You know, Leomord in late game can't be really good because I don't know, he doesn't have enough strength to push through the enemies.
Yeah, he just dies before he can really get to close enough to them to deal his damage in the late. But very interesting draft coming out, but working out for the side of NLK. Well, we're just waiting for Seppi to see if he can Sepulga to see if he can maybe get the two captains together, tell us their opinions about the game, what went through their thought process. I really want to ask what inspired the Leomord mid to the side of NLK. But yeah, Shahid, anything you want to say more?
Yeah, I want to say much more, but I'll stick to the point where Kufra right here shouldn't have been counted on. Because if you count on a Kufra like the enemies did last match, you wouldn't make it. Because you don't just pick the same picks because they are good. You pick your picks to counter the enemies. I think the counters in this match worked a really huge part, especially this Tiggy, as we saw. He cancelled every ult, every CC, everything basically. It was a really crazy thing to see.
Yeah, very, very crazy. I totally agree with you there. Yeah, I'm actually quite speechless after watching that because I was thinking the side of Heaven Predators, in my opinion, they had a bit better draft. It does look like I was completely wrong. I know you agreed with me with that. But yeah, I think mainly
they were going to win with those picks, the Kufra, the Beatrix, the Valentina. All those picks are really good, but I think that they didn't play it right. The Valentina was going kind of solo at some points, and she couldn't help her team because she was picked off solo. And yeah, I don't know, they didn't play it as good as the enemies because they couldn't gather. That Leomord just splitting them out and picking them one by one in early game really did a great job for their team.
Yeah, in my personal opinion, I just think synergy was the big difference between these two teams. The side of NLK playing a bit more together. I don't know if it was something that you noticed, but the side of Heaven Predators getting caught off guard more, or being late with their rotation, if I can put it like that, which I think had a massive impact into that game. Because NLK went for extremely early game draft, in my opinion. The Lunarks, very good early to mid game. Stronger than the Beatrix. The Beatrix does come back a bit late. And I do think if they could have gone to minute 18, Heaven's Predators would have had a much better chance getting where the farm kind of gets equal between the two teams. But yeah, just getting outplayed.
We have seen everything those two matches. New builds, new characters, new counters, surprisingly. Everything was just out of pocket, and I really liked it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not something that we really see, and it's good to see new stuff coming out from both sides.
What I was hoping to see, both teams with no Diggy, no Kufra. Because you can't really show your skills if you are going to be countered by every ult. You can't stun the enemies, you can't show the full potential of your character, you can't do much on this aspect, but it is what it is. I mean, they got countered and they couldn't make it. Maybe they will do it next match.
Okay.
Good luck them.
Okay, yeah.
To both teams.
Thanks, Shaib. I think we got Akado here, so for an interview. So how are you feeling, Akado? You guys managed to win this pretty solidly, without sort of any contest. I mean, I was a big fan of your second draft, and Shaib not so much. But how are you guys feeling after the win?
Hello.
Yo.
First of all, I think his name is Shraib, not Shaib.
All right.
Okay. But you said about the second draft, you were not a fan of it. It was Kaori's idea to just go for AD or mid, so we kind of bet it. We were gonna go for it for the first game, but then we were just let's take the first game first, and then on the second we just have some fun.
Okay.
That's basically it.
Okay. Any questions from however you pronounce your name now, and Fluffy?
What?
It's alright, however you pronounce it. Just call me Shaw or anything. But my only question is, how did you win? Like, how? This was surprising. I'm looking at both teams and I'm like, they are gonna lose. There's no way they are gonna win with 2 Purifies, with the Digi ult and all that. They don't have the damage. They don't have the front line enough. You still won with that triple kill even. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's a tough question. How did we win? I guess
I was hoping that you would lose, to be honest, so that we could see more of those beautiful team fights you gave us.
Yeah, those flicker also. I hope you enjoyed it. Once I missed everyone.
I did enjoy it because you missed.
I do it. Yeah, it wasn't really. GG to our team. Thanks to my team. Thank everyone. But yeah, it wasn't. I
was hoping to see you ult using more, to be honest. You only ulted once that match. What was going on there?
On Yuzong?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just following my teams. That's it.
I think that Paquito could have done more against you, but you are just too good, bro. What can I say?
Nah, I'm not good, bro. Don't say that.
Anyway, thanks. Fluffy.
Thank you.
Would you like to ask something?
He kind of answered the one question that I had, because I unfortunately I didn't see the first game. I was surprised with the Leo mid. Is it something you guys have seen, or was it more of a troll pick coming up from you guys? What inspired it?
So basically, at first, it was Orpheus' idea to not go for originally you have like the draft of like the marksman and gold lane. So Orpheus was like, we can also not go for like specifically on marksman. Marksman, keep the marksman on the gold lane. We can just go for like a mage gold lane, and then we can just play around the other picks. So that it creates this like uncertainty in your enemy. Like they don't know where you're going. That's why we're gonna try that on that game. But hopefully, like the other teams, there will be much stronger teams coming up, and we'll see how our draft plays against them.
Well, talking about stronger teams, I guess you guys should be up against Enigma 9 into the upper bracket next. So how are you feeling about that matchup? Are you quite confident to maybe take that win as well?
They have like a pretty strong lineup, but so do our team. NLK have a strong lineup as well. So I think it will all depend on the draft and our engagement on each other. Whoever engages first and is successful with it win. Or you get counter engage, I guess that's what we call it.
Yeah. And whoever picks Nolan, maybe.
Yeah, whoever picks Nolan, is a winner.
And then I guess I have one last question from my side. Would be how I haven't really heard of NLK in general in the Cypher server too much. When did you guys start playing together?
So NLK been in there since way back.
Right.
Like at first we created NLK. I created NLK, and then had like some of the Maverick members that you know now in it, like way back, and then you had like Patrick in DMG. Like it was a pretty good squad back then, and then it declined, and then everyone left, and then we had another era of NLK where we had Chubbs, Toxic, Blank, the Fanny player, if you know.
Yeah. And
then following that, also Spikos. Following that now is just like the new era with my Mauritian people.
Okay.
My Mauritian people that everyone like to trash talk. With Orpheus, Cookie and them. And also now we have our like members with Febicillin.
Yeah.
And Anthony and Kaori, which is like a pretty solid, and also Blank.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I think that should be it for the interview, unless you guys have some other important questions to ask.
Also, don't forget Zelpix. He will.
Oh yes, Zelpix. Yeah, no, that guy is a crazy Paquito. Hold it down.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you all for the interview.
Okay.
I hope to see you all soon.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Ricardo.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with also thank you for the hosting such a good tournament, which is really good right now.
No, it's a pleasure. We hope to grow as much as we can in the future. Okay, awesome. I think that should be everything. Any last words by you, Shaib?
Shoaib.
Shoaib.
It's good enough. It's good enough.
Okay. And Fluffy, anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Okay, I think that's it for that. And I think lastly, I need to ask Jake if there's any sort of giveaways happening this time, or maybe not.
And are we going to inform them about the upcoming match in 1 hour?
Oh, possibly.
Yes, sir. So we've got the match in 1 hour, match number 14, Exodus versus Pinoy Hub. That's going to be hosted by the one and only Doofenshmirtz, also host of this tournament.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. That should be in about an hour, guys. Come and watch the stream. Unfortunately, I will not be streaming that. Yeah, it will be Doofenshmirtz. So give him some support. And yeah, I think that's about everything.